444. This is murder. What is going on around the world is murder. We're all sitting watching a death toll rate, like little numbers rolling over. Somebody's just died, somebody's just died, somebody's just died, somebody's just died, another death, another death, another death, another death. In fact, I'm on this other new website now, where I'm even watching it, where it even shows you everything on lives coming into the world, lives coming into the world. You know, this website that I'm watching, death rate, death rate, death rate, death rate, death rate, death rate. People, this is not statistics. These people are not numbers. It's not number one death, number two death, 600 and something deaths. Name these people. These are human beings. I want to see these people. I want these people to be, and their families, to be supported and loved. So, okay, I don't want to hear about we might be opening all of the, the ice rinks to put all of these dead bodies in. Bill Gates needs to be arrested. Donald Oh, somebody's found Easter. Hey there. Someone's just been distracted watching the death toll. And my little man. Hello. What have you found? This egg that he's found. People can't hear me. I'm so sorry, guys. I've said all the way through, I need tech. I am running on bog standard basic thing to basically try to do the best dam that I could back in 2010. You've got to remember, people, I was just like, I was a mum. I was just a mum trying to make an income from my kids. And as a normal person would, if you want to earn over 60,000, you got to go to the people that are earning over 60,000. I blagged my way into them rooms. I was there. Manson did his big talk about his, I can't remember the name of his spaceship now, but I was there. I was in the room. Aaron and Faith, Liam and Daniel, my all four of my children were in the room. We were in the room when Donald Trump, was stating what was wrong with the countries and the world and what was going to happen. I was in the room when it was all of the elite people that went off over to the India. And this is over the space of many years, people. So this is from 2007, 2008, they didn't come back. 2009, 2010. 2010, I thought, fuck this shit, mate. I am going out there to bridge a gap for the people that are going to be literally, this depopulation is wipe out the weak. Take the weak out. Look, I'm going to be putting a video up very soon, and it just shows you put your mobile phone with this thing around the circle. Thank you, Arjuna, who sends them, and I can get them out to you. And basically you put your mobile and you turn it on, and it sets this stuff alight to show the amount of radiation. Even now, as I'm talking to you, as I'm talking to you with my mobile phone in my hand, my mobile phone is transmitting a frequency. Hence why, if I go and stand in my kitchen now, I will lose signal. Because the frequency for my mobile phone to be connected to the internet to speak to you is coming from the hub right across my way. So it's the office over there. So if I move slightly to my left or slightly to my right, I'm going to lose this frequency and signal. Guys, if you're going to be eating this, can I maybe have you in one place and not like all around the house with chocolate hands? That would be amazing. Shall I just wipe your hands a minute? Because if you take my children's hands right now, and why this is skin to skin contact, you've got to go straight right into the science. You've got to go back to, do you remember iodine? Do you remember when you were at school, you used to get the iodine, okay? So this is meant to be a non-toxic iodine that is existing. You've got to go into everything. You must remember at science, you used to do the acid and alkaline. Your bodies cannot have disease in them if they are at a pH 2 and lower, 0, okay? It's too much for me to get into. I've tried to send you out as much knowledge as I can on natural living and natural laws and being a freeman and what your birth certificate means and what this one world order really is, because there's the one that you are watching and there's the one that you're not watching. There is the United Nations one world order agenda, let's call it agenda, for sustainability. And then on top of that, you have also got your mainline corrupted gangsters, and I mean gangsters that go around killing, murdering, raping, maiding, pillaging, trafficking, putting women in cages while they're bidding them off and selling them at auction with their children, impregnating women to make sure that they can keep offshoring children that can be raped and sodomized and have, how deep down the rabbit hole did you want me to take you? Now I'm telling you to get your fucking head out the rabbit hole, and tomorrow, guys, I'm going to go on to Step Up Britain. It's tough shit. I'm going to have to go on to Step Up Britain tonight. I have to get the message out that tomorrow you must stay indoors. If you're in a little sheddy whatever, then I'm sorry. You must safeguard yourself tomorrow. You are not safeguarding yourself from a natural born virus. You are saving yourself from being fucking fried when this main system is installed properly. What you've got to remember is it's gone out in pockets. Let me go back. This is the third attempt to roll out G5. The first attempt killed the engineers. The second attempt also killed the engineers, okay? The third attempt, it did not pass human standards because it is not set to the frequency of humans. It is set to the frequency of humanoids, of AI. They are dealing with alpha, gamma, and... Sorry, the Lord's going to have to do this because my brain just doesn't go to this level. Just 2 seconds. Hang on, just 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm in the flesh. Look, you're up against, I'm in the flesh. I'm in the flesh, guys. Oh, wow, look at this chocolate. Sorry, I'm in the flesh. I can't do this for you because my knowledge, my understanding, and my stuff is psychology. I have breadcrumbs of learning. I don't have any PhDs, not that makes any difference. I don't have... I was expelled from school, guys. I was expelled from high school. Are you wiping your own hands? This is who we are protecting, people. That's it. You gotta clean yourself up. You got to make sure you wipe your hands. More. Go on then, keep cleaning. Do you want Mummy to do it or Shiloh do it? Oh, let's get a clean one. Yeah. Let me cover your doodah because I don't know if your doodah's on camera there. No, just covering your vinky. Mummy's just covering your vinky. No. Cover your vinky with a ball. There you go. In fact, guys, I'm going to be putting a post out later on. I need to go and talk to my neighbour about this first. Do you want to know how bad your society really is? Do you want to know how inhumane this country really is? Do you want to know how sick and twisted this country really is? My neighbour, bless him, cotton socks, usually goes out in a scooter. Sometimes tries to walk to the shops. None of us have really known what his condition is, why he struggles so much. None of us have really understood why he is the way that he is. None of us have really understood why he has cleaners in, why he has carers in, why he has so much help and support. He's a single man on his own. We see his dad come in, but none of us could really tell why. He has a discolouring to his face, and we can tell that there is some form of illness there, but we can't see the true level of what my neighbour deals with. Yesterday, as I stood at my window, I could see that my neighbour had actually walked to the shop. He was holding himself behind the bin, holding on. He had a stick and he had his shopping bag, and I could see that he was struggling. I could see that he was trying his best to get back step by step by step by step. I could see some of my neighbours, but I was in with the children.
What are you talking about, Mummy?
Now, had Jamie or Dean been in the home, then I would have ran out and gone and helped him and come in. And I would have understood the severity of why he was really struggling. And I tell you what, the respect that I have for my neighbour, as from yesterday. The love that I have for my neighbour.
I'm talking to you. What are you doing?
As from yesterday.
What are you doing?
Hello, you saying hello?
Hello. I can't see
And
me. I can't see
the
me.
balls that my neighbour has. And
I can't see me.
just 2 seconds, because this is really important, sweetheart. Are you going to go and put all that chocolate up and put it onto a plate, please? As you've managed to get the Easter eggs out.
When the Easter eggs out?
Gracefully, my neighbour decided to try to move from the bin to the next chair. It was at this time that I realised that my neighbour didn't have any trousers on.
What? Oh,
And I was thinking, I got to get down and help him.
Don't be sad. Don't be sad.
I asked my neighbours outside, please go and help him.
Don't be sad.
I called for Jamie. Can you please come?
Don't be
I couldn't
sad.
shout for him,
Don't
so I
be
could get
sad.
down to my neighbour
Don't be
because
sad.
he
Don't
needed
be
help.
sad. Don't be
I
sad.
gallantly
Don't be sad.
watched my neighbour walk with his stick, foot in front of foot, as goodness knows how many people
Yummy,
walked
that's
past
tasty.
my neighbour.
Where did it come from?
Each foot he walked, holding on to something to try to hold himself, while also dealing with the shame that he had no trousers on. Bollocks to this, he clearly thought. Bollocks to this. He nearly fell. And I'm standing there shouting at the window, Jamie, Jamie, my neighbours are going, what's going on? I'm going, well, one of you, please just go and walk with him and help him. And they didn't. And they didn't. He then managed to get to the next sets of chairs. At this time, I'm like running around trying to think, grab a dressing gown, something, throw it down to someone to help him come in with his self-respect and his dignity. But you know what? He did it by himself. He gallantly, step by step, walked in with his trousers. Everybody's looking at him as a man with his trousers down. He didn't even have any trousers on. He had his Tesco's bag in his right hand. He had his stick in his left hand. He had his jacket on, and he walked with his head held high as much as he could, with his legs going forward step by step, trying to hold on with his stick. His legs shaking, but I saw a man looking up at me at the window as I'm going, you can do this, you can do this, I can't get down to you, but you could do this. Looking up at me at the window as he put his stick forward and his legs forward, and he walked and he walked. Eventually, my other neighbour come out the front, and I said, please go and help him. Do you want a dressing gown? Just please go and help him. And she did. And she ran over to him and she helped him come through. She grabbed his bags off so he could walk. That man come into the front of our block with his head held high. With his head held high. With his head held high. Everybody gossiping at the man who has clearly walked very far with no trousers on. He's actually even proceeded to walk past the police station, the ambulance board, probation, the council office. People working in Domino's who would have seen what I then saw later. He's had people walk past him front, back, side, and they didn't stop for him. He's had to stop holding, being bent over, trying to hold, getting home, and nobody has stopped this man. So then all of a sudden, my door is open because I'm waiting for him to come up the lift to make sure he's okay. all of a sudden, we then find out that the council actually are here, because out comes our 3 people that are usually walking around out the council office. So they were here all this time in this locked council office. And they come over, and I look at the one that you know that I know, and he's got it. My neighbour's already made his way in. I've spoken to him. They unlocked his home by their key thing and went into his home. 3 of them into his home. I will be knocking on my neighbour's door in a moment to make sure he's okay, and putting some bits so he doesn't have to do that again. But when I spoke to my neighbour before they all got here, I said, "Are you okay?" And I know my neighbour. With tears holding back in his eyes. Okay. I said, "Hun, where's your trousers?" He said, "I had my shorts on. And they fell down and I couldn't pick them back up.
Don't be sad. No.
And I just walked."
Must be sad.
I'm going to ask him the permission of the photograph that I took of him as he walked through his front door,
Hello.
with his bollocks coming out from the back of him, the size of that. And he's had to walk all this time like this. No wonder he struggles sitting in his chair. No wonder he struggles walking. But that man's trouser shorts just literally undid. And he wasn't even able to bend down to pick his shorts up to be able to put them back on. And nobody assisted him to pull his fucking shorts up. He can't wear normal boxer shorts or anything like that. And you'll understand why if he lets me do this campaign for making the invisible visible. Because I asked him, I took the photograph as he went through his door with his Tesco bag, with his coat and his jacket on, with no trousers, and made the invisible visible for what men out there battle with that us women probably don't even know about. Male problems that we don't know about, testicle problems that we don't know about. Everybody in our community that was outside clearly got to know about it. But they didn't walk with him. They didn't help him get his trousers on. They didn't grab something for him to give him some dignity. He wasn't arrested for displaying himself. He was just a man who had to battle every step by step by himself with a challenge that we all clearly got to see. And you know what a lot of people would have probably have done? They'd have gone, "Carl, what a bloody big bollocks he's got. Or who the fuck does he think he is? Or is he a paedophile?" No. I don't know all of his diagnosis. I know some. But now I understand why the man, as ambulances pick him up, yes, he gets pissed off with it. Yes, he gets fucking fuming with it. Because he probably hates the invasion. He probably hates having to deal with it. People don't want carers. People don't want nurses. They want their mums, their dads, their uncles, aunties and families to just actually understand that the challenges that they face, be it a physical condition and even mental. Did you know that if a woman is raped in another country, she can't go back to her family because they believe that she has AIDS and she's now contaminated? It's the same as people going to the doctor and coming back and finding out that they have mental health issues. All of a sudden the family has to abandon them because, wow, mental health might be catchable, contagible. We can't deal with somebody with depression. We can't deal with somebody battling suicide. I have no idea whether my neighbour is even alive in that freaking room, because I guarantee you, any one of you had to walk that walk of shame yesterday, you'd have probably have gone straight into that room and put a noose around your neck and fucking hung yourself. And I haven't heard him, but I do know enough people go and check on him.
The chocolate is leaking.
The chocolate's leaking, is it?
Oh no.
Are we going to have so much fun with chocolate around this flat this weekend?
Yay!
I haven't even got a dining room to put them in. Oh my goodness, this is going to be fun, isn't it? Every single one of us is going through something. Every single one of us is facing some form of hurt, pain, trauma or challenge. Every single one of us fights our own depression, our own suppression. Every single one of us every day has to overcome the alarm or the fact that we don't have the things around us that we want to do. Every single one of us is battling. But right now, every single one of us is battling something that we can't see, something that we don't have the true facts over, something that we don't have all of the information about. All I'm saying, guys, is you're not going to be getting coughs and colds, but going down to the sea over the Easter, going and having a barbecue in your garden, if I'm right, it's not worth it. If I'm wrong, then I give you all permission to go and get me fucking sectioned, lock me up and take my kids away from me and throw away the fucking key and keep me well away from society. But I am telling you, hands on heart, over the last 2-3 days, the job applications for G5 and AI have already gone up. There is enough information out there from people who were right in the middle of it saying it is not worth an experiment to see if this is going to work. It doesn't mean that we can't upgrade. It doesn't mean that we can't advance as a society. But when the standards of ethics says that it doesn't meet the code, go listen to it yourself. Go listen to what they said in the United Nations. We got to move this forward quickly. They already knew they were going to be bringing AI in to try to see how to save us from this virus. We know how they're going to save us from this virus. They're going to inject us with this bloody vaccination, and it's going to be a forced vaccination. Yeah? My neighbour will go first. All of us that are considered vulnerable will be lined up to have these vaccinations. All of you that are so fucking scared of a virus that's going to attack you will be letting them come in to jab you with your virus. Don't allow them to turn the humans into microbots, per se. That's a new name for it all. I'm going to call us microbots. Yeah? Don't allow them to try to contaminate your DNA and your liquid and your fluid to mimic the nanobots. And yes, I can talk in these languages, and the reason that I can bless, but he's looking after him and he's giving him a cuddle. He's giving him a cuddle. I think he wants his turtle. Yeah, he wants his turtle. Can he have his turtle? Can we give Shiloh his turtle? Can Elijah have his turtle now? Give him a big kiss and give him to Elijah. Give him a kiss and give him to Elijah. Give the turtle a kiss and say, look after Elijah. Can he have his turtle now, please?
No.
He would like his turtle, and you've taken his turtle off of him.
Come on the spot.
Yeah. Go on then. Say bye-bye, turtle, and give him to Elijah. Yeah. That's it. That's it. To Elijah. Well, no, it's Elijah's, and Elijah would like his turtle. Mine. Do you want to see what happens, people? Because I'm going to give that turtle to Elijah, because it is Elijah's. And Elijah would like his turtle.
No.
Yeah, you took it off him, and now you can give it back. You took it. It wasn't yours to take in the first place.
No.
Right, say bye-bye, turtle. Thank you for me cuddle, and give it back. That's it. No. I'm just going to have to let him just sit there a minute. But this is what's going on in the world, guys. Me, mine, no. Take. And the takers have taken way too much now. And it's time to give it back. I'm going to have to go and deal with my kids, guys. But
Mommy.
stay safe.